Good evening, St. Louis CME Church and all of our St. Louis CME friends. Welcome back to Blessings Now, Living in God's Kingdom. We are discussing authentic discipleship, and we extend that with the subtopic of the model of righteousness. Jesus shows us the path of righteousness, and before we look at his ministry, his authentic way of discipleship, we must first look back at how Jesus came into his ministry and manifest his messiahship. Mark makes only a footnote of at chapter 1 verses 12 through 13 of how Jesus is driven into the wilderness by Satan, the devil, to be tempted there 40 days. Matthew, however, gives us a more thorough accounting in chapter 4, verses 1 following, about how the Spirit drives Jesus into the wilderness. But the question for us is, why does the Spirit drive Jesus into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil? We see here in this thorough accounting in Matthew that Jesus is tempted in three essential areas. The first being the physical desires, the second is pride, and the third is power and possession. And we see here that in these three essential areas, physical desires, pride, and power and possession, that Jesus demonstrates that he is able to overcome all of the sinfulness that is common to humanity. Everything that is common to man, Jesus overcomes in the wilderness, and he shows that he, in fact, is the one who has been sent to demonstrate the way of righteousness. In 1 John 2:16, he presents us there with a list of the things that causes a disconnect with God. They are the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. And if we are to be the righteousness of God, we must overcome those things. Jesus connects with humanity on every level. In Hebrews 4:15, it said that Jesus was tempted at all points, tempted as we are, yet without sin. He was tempted on the mental, physical, spiritual, and social levels. So he knows what it is to suffer in temptation. He has taken on our form, yet he has overcome all the power of sin and of evil. In fact, he has done for us what we could not do for ourselves. Already he, in his ministry, has become the righteousness of all who will believe upon him. He makes his identification with humanity in order that we may be like him. This identification also relates to his preceding baptism, where in Matthew 3:15 he tells John that he does it to fulfill all righteousness. He is not ordaining baptism, but he is showing forth that he is willing to abide and to fall into conformity with all the ways, the rites of righteousness, which included baptism and all the laws that were present. So he shows us that in fact, he is the righteousness of God, sent from God, and that if we are to be authentic disciples, we must follow in that path of righteousness. Amen. God bless you and God keep you. That's all for now. We say unto you, blessings now. Keep living in God's kingdom.